Hello and welcome to this third tutorial video on how to make a coat with hood for your ragdoll. We've cut out the two pieces that form the back of the hood, that's the hood back and the hood back lining, and the four pieces that form the sides. I'm going to take just the lining pieces for now. So that's two hood sides in the lining fabric and the hood back. And we're going to fit a hood back and a hood side together. Now this is a real mental spaghetti moment. You'll look at these pieces and think, now how do I do this? First of all, right sides together and turn your hood side upside down and pin at this point. Follow the curve all the way around the outside of the hood side down to the bottom. Right, I'll freeze that there so you can see how that's sitting facing inwards with a curve on the outside. Pin that top corner of the hood side and the hood back together with the hood side upside down, and use your notches on the outside curve of the hood side and the outside edge of the hood back to line up the position. Follow those notches and that curve all the way around the outside. And as you pin around, your hood side will straighten up and come the right way up. Right the way down to the bottom. Make sure the notches and the edges are lined up, and there you go. Now we're going to do the same on the other side, a little more difficult because we obviously aren't working with a flat back piece, but again use this side to work out what you're doing. Your hood side, right sides together, and your hood side upside down. So right side to right side, this top corner to this top corner, turn the hood side upside down and pin to the hood back, and then follow the notches all the way around the outside of the curve. Notch to notch. When you're pinning a long section like this, I'd normally say start at one end, go to the complete opposite end and pin in the middle. In this instance, just follow the curve and line up those notches. It's much easier. And this is when notches are invaluable. It really does make it make sense. And finally down there at the bottom, and we're going to follow that pinned curve and sew all the way around on both sides, and that will give us the lining of the hood. I know we've done this before, but it's not going to hurt to go through it again. If you've just come back from sewing the lining together, take your hood side main fabric, turn right sides together, and we're going to attach it to the hood back. So that hood side goes upside down, and the top corner of the hood side goes to the top corner of the hood back and pins into position. And here are the notches. We're going to start lining those up all the way around. And following the curve on the outside of the hood side. I'm going to curve that back fabric all the way around, following the notches. Just a couple more. One there. And the last one down at the bottom. There we go. and that's going to be sewn all the way around that outside curve. Let's do the opposite side now, the other side. So here's the top corner, hood side, right sides together, and hood side upside down into position, pin in place, and then follow that curve, the outside curve of the hood side all the way around. This has got a little bit of stretch to it, so you've got to make sure that you do line those notches up. It'd be very easy to stretch it out of proportion. Ease it in, there we go. And then the bottom one, all done, and that's going to be sewn all around that outside curve, as is this one, and that's the main body of the hood complete. And here are the two parts, the main body part and the lining, that are going to make our hood. Both of these are wrong side out, so I'm going to turn the lining right side out, and then I'm going to push that inside the main part of the hood and line these two notches up at the top. So these are right sides together now, and I'm going to use this notch at the top of the front of the hood to pin them together, and then I'm going to use this seam, always useful. Line up the two parts of the hood at the seam there, and on the opposite side at that same joining of the two seams, and then we'll go right down to the bottom corner and pin the two together. And then I'm going to go all the way around to the other corner, pin the two together, there, and now I can go in between these 2 points and add a few extra pins. Because it's quite an unusual sort of curved shape, a few extra pins is good. There we go, and there. And finally here. Once all of that's done, we can sew all the way around this outer edge, leaving the bottom section open for turning right sides out. That concludes our tutorial video. I hope it's been helpful. If it has, please subscribe. We'd love your feedback and a like. There are more videos coming soon.